diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Gators ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. So Arizona State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Boy, that script has worked to perfection as they have marched it down the field, and it's 1st and goal. He's trying to get it in, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida's offense has the ball for the first time. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete to the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already showing signs of a slugfest as they try to build on this 6-3 lead. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, by no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds his man, it's Johnson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Off play action on first down. Just can't pull the trigger. Quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, what a cut! On the move at the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Caught near the sticks, it's Butler. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State!
How do you not love offenses that get creative and find ways to get their guys the football? His second rushing touchdown of the game. Nice job running the option. Of course, he's the pitch man. We know he has good hands, but how about being a running back after the pitch, punching it in for 6?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe a little more urgency as they start this drive down 13-3. Quarterback on the keeper. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Baxter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. On the move, it's Baxter. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Gators have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. He'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They want to throw it. Punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off the play fake on first down. Slings it downfield. It's complete. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Sun Devils have it with a first and goal. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Levitt. It throws incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Third down, offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they were able to come away with a massive negative play.
A long way to go on fourth and goal. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Ready to try the point after.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Baxter. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's caught. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Gators are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! One and all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got a man, it's Butler. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Quick release by the QB. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Give to the running back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Starting to feel a little pressure. Gets rid of it. Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking downfield very late in the half. Working that left side now. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Tempo and overdrive. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. defense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Using his legs, it's Baxter. At the 35, he's open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into this...
Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Agnew. Rushes on him. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Gators line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you...
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown! playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's out past the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to throw, it's Levin. Floats it out in space. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. He might want another play. To the air on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Sun Devils want to move quickly.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're dealing with a second and long. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. First and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Finds his big tight end.
Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They'll line up for a second down play. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. A strike downfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Baxter. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off the RPO, complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Got it, looking for the first down. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tulsa found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Golden Hurricanes football. Those folks in Chapman Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
How about that? Sounds as if... There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Levitt. It's complete to the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Butler. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Looking left. Touchdown, Arizona State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
34.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. This time on target. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense
hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the touchdown, Florida. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over, right?
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. It's reverse. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the defense is going to be kicking themselves for that. They knew coming into this game they had to stop this wide receiver, and it wasn't just going to be catching the football. They knew they might see him in the run game as well. Really good timing on the reverse call there. Down in the red zone, the defense just not able to catch up and make a tackle.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up here.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And this is is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
He's taking the deep shot. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this
turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Oh, maybe a double pass. Got his man quickly. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal.